Greetings, friend. It's June 29th and time for the next garden update. So it's been about a month since we last had a garden update, and if you can recall, or maybe I'll show you, there's been a tremendous amount of growth. You can see from these tomatoes, they're already poking at the top of the netting, and I'm going to have to raise that up this week. These here are the parsnips, and they continue to grow quite well. You can notice the difference though between the ones on the left that have direct sun and the ones on the right that are shaded by this tomato plant, how much of a difference that really makes. Right here next to the parsnips is the Italian basil, which is also growing abundantly. I'm going to need to start eating some pesto soon. The tomatoes themselves are doing very well. I've been experimenting with pruning, so that's why they look sort of sparse at the bottom, but it seems to be working pretty well. You can see some nice fruits coming along here. This is actually an heirloom variety called Black Krim, sort of a purplish kind of tomato, specific for eating. It's supposed to be really good. We had some really incredible tomatoes last year, and they're just really great. We'd like to have them again. This second kind is essentially a cherry tomato. You can kind of see a bunch of them growing here in this stalk and up here as well. So that's coming along nicely too. This third kind of plant is actually Roma tomato. So if we're going to make some Italian pasta sauce, that would be perfect for this. You can see this sort of oblong, almost egg shape of these Roma tomatoes. The zucchini is massive, absolutely massive. It's continuing to flower abundantly, and it's producing, looks like, the first fruit straight ahead right there. One of the biggest changes since the last update are these shallots right here. I had some shallots I bought in the grocery store and they were already sprouting, so I'm like, what the heck, I'll put them into the garden. So there's a couple of these around a couple places. This one seems to be doing the best though. There's some on the other side as well. The eggplant has grown considerably. This one here is coming up nicely. There's some little buds that may be starting to form flowers soon. The second one there. You can see some beans here that are growing. These actually are a little bit too large to eat raw. As they get bigger, they get to be a little tougher, and so these you kind of really have to cook to really enjoy. The arugula is coming back a little bit. You can see with the flowers here. But most importantly, that big harvest we had last time made room for carrots and Swiss chard, which you can see starting to come in back there. There's a couple big plants, the large kind of light green leafy things. And the kale continues to do well. And the basil, look at the Thai basil, how big that's gotten. Over here the asparagus has actually reached the top of the netting. Up here, this is actually watermelon. And the one I have in the pot is doing much better than the ones in the ground. I guess it must have been transplant shock. Oh, right there. You can kind of see there's a little fruit growing. It's the first baby watermelon. Hope you enjoy this garden update. Thanks for checking in. See you next time. Yep.